Hello everyone, Praise Scooter here. Welcome back to our Mario Golf Toadstool tour, where I promised to not make this awkward. Last time, awkward. This time, I've done it to myself again. This time, just some good, wholesome things mostly wholesome things that have popped up in my feed and everything else as of recent. Holy cow, that shot could not have gone any worse. So, at the time this video goes out, it'll have been out for at least 2 weeks, I think. But, I do want to say that, I did want to bring up that if anybody hasn't caught on, I, as well as many other people in here, are really big fans of Shovel Knight. I am a really big fan of Shovel Knight. And the Shovel Knight King of Cards, the last of the story mission stuff, is coming out. Or is out. And I will probably be, you know, very deep into that for a good solid several weeks. Uh-oh. Well, now we get to see what it looks like when you goof this up. Listen, I'll call it a god play if I make it, but I'm not gonna take credit on this one. I'm not gonna take any hope on this one. Oh my god! But yeah, Shovel Knight King of Cards comes out. As of the time recording, before it's out, I'm hella excited for it. But I'm also sad because that means this is the last we'll see. This is the last we'll see of Shovel Knight for some time until Yacht Club decides to bring it back out. But also on the other side of this coin, what is oh, those are reds. I'm just gonna go straight for the hole. This seems like the biggest boon for my buck. But yeah, this is gonna be like the last we'll see of Shovel Knight for quite some time. And then... But then there's like the other part of it where, you know, Yacht Club is like, hey, you know, we gave Shovel Knight to Dan Forcenay? I think that's his name. Rivals of Ether guy. We gave Shovel Knight to him for a DLC character, so I think we can do our own fighting game. And they decided, hey, let's make a Smash-esque game featuring our cast from Shovel Knight. And I think that's kind of like a way they're getting around, because when they had their Kickstarter, I think I remember the Kickstarter goal they reached was having a playable story for each of the for Shovel Knight, as well as each of the major knights in the game, like, you know, Polar, Mole Knights, you know, all those knights as well. But I feel like if they did, I think the sentiment is mutual, or the feeling is mutual right now, that if they did still try and honor that, they would be working on Shovel Knight for the next 10 years. Oh boy. Well, we don't get to have fun with this hole, I guess. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Well, heck with it then. Finish out week. I guess unless I manage to make a godlike sink here, we're gonna see what this looks like today. Nah, whatever. Yeah, that's not happening. But yeah, it's just yeah, that's what I thought. If you don't make par, you don't get the coins. But yeah, they're kind of bringing all this stuff to a Smash-like game. Same day they're releasing King of Cards, so it's technically two Shovel Knight two games based on Shovel Knight. 3 if you want to count the card part of King of Cards as its own entry, because I kind of am. And then in the middle, and then like I just found out about this yesterday, that in the middle of all of this kerfuffle that we've got coming around Shovel Knight, turns out Just Shapes and Beats, game that I adore and have played on this, and spent a week playing on this channel actually. Find that playlist if you need to. Maybe I'll experiment with cards. Hey, Scooter in the future. Scooter right now should make a note of this. Scooter in the future. Put a card on screen right about now that will take you to the Just Shapes and Beats playlist. But yeah, Shovel Knight is having a crossover with Just Shapes and Beats for some of its music. I don't know how many of the tracks it's going to entail. I don't know how many of the tracks that music is going to entail. But that makes me really kind of want to go back to Just Shapes and Beats for a little while. Okay, really? Really, tree? 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 I don't know where it's going anymore. I was so focused on trying to, like, slight hit it that I messed up my trajectory. I think at this point I just need to get to the hole to hold on to my coins. But yeah, there's that, you know, I guess level pack is the best way to put it. There's that level pack coming out for Just Shapes and Beats. It feels like December... If December is gonna be like the month of Yacht Club and the Game Awards to a lesser extent, but I feel bad because like Yacht Club's gonna put out all this extra work into these games and into this game and all this stuff this month, and they're gonna get zero recognition for it because the cutoffs for the Game Awards is like November 22nd. So it just makes me happy that so much Shovel Knight is happening, but it also makes me sad because that is, you know, that is the end of Shovel Knight as we know it, and I no longer feel fine. Can you get that? Thank you. I was about to ask for that blue coin. Oh, I see what we're doing here. Okay, angle it a little to the right. Because I want all of this, and then I want to finish. Give. It could have been louder. Just think of it that way. But then it's also got me excited, because like, yeah, Shovel Knight's ending. Okay, whatever. Cry over spilled milk for like half a minute, and then go, wait, Shovel Knight's ending. That means Yacht Club can work on their next proprietary title. Because Yacht Club, they did like, publish a game. It was, I forget the name of the game. It's probably my Steam wishlist, knowing me. But like, they published a game when they had like a dry spell. Well, when they knew they were gonna have a dry spell when it came to finishing King of Cards. It says to land on this island. The game has made its wishes very clear that it wants me to land on this island. But why though? I now have to basically chip from that island to keep all these coins. Ugh. Yeah, I've got myself in an unwinnable situation, so whatever. We take these L's. But yeah, it makes me excited for what Yacht Club's gonna pump out next, because this is the end of the line for them, man. They can make Shovel Knight 2, which is fine to keep the name alive, but then they've got to work on. But then, like, it's almost like they have to make something new, something different to keep the name alive. Whether they decide to go for cutting-edge graphics this time around, or keep to the 8-bit that Shovel Knight is. I just really wish the best for those guys, because they came out, you know, they kickstarted a game, like, you know, one of the first kickstarted games effectively, alongside one or two others, but like, they were the ones that led the charge of just like, yeah, this is what kickstarting games can do, this is what it can lead to, and they led the wave of kickstarted titles, and then after that all happened, like, everyone took kickstarted stuff and kind of ran to the ground and ruined it for everybody in the future. Yes, I'm still blaming my number 9. Yes, I'm still salty I backed that game. I had shook back tears when I said that. But now I feel like, but yeah, they came along with nothing of their own to put forth with Shovel Knight. They decided, we're going to make this game. And they made the game, and they made it a flawless game as their first title ever, and just kind of wowed the world. And now they're like, okay. But now I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, you have your own funds, and you can't go to a Kickstarter for this one just because you've been kickstarted. So what's your next step, my guy? Like, what's the next? Where does Yacht Club go now? Like, what? Like, again, you know, do they do a new title? Do they make Shovel Knight 2? Do they keep publishing other games? I don't know. It's all kind of in the air. It makes me like really hopeful for what they can do. Okay, we're not gonna get that. I feel like I'm hitting right into out of bounds territory. Ironically, I'm not. But yeah, I just gotta wonder what their future holds. You know, one of the most successful indie games in the last several years. And now they gotta make a follow-up and hope it doesn't flop. I guess that's kind of like the inverse, just thinking about it realistically. It's kind of like the inverse of Gearbox to a sense, in a sense where Gearbox made lots of games. They made lots of games before Borderlands came out, but Borderlands stuck and made them their name. And now, when you think Gearbox, somebody says Gearbox, not a lot passes over your head, or that you don't have to think about a lot when it comes to thinking about Gearbox and what they do. They have a name for themselves, and a pretty good one too. But like after this for Shovel Knight, whoa, okay, I've goofed up my entire shot. Or maybe I didn't. But yeah, after Shovel Knight, you know, it's just... It's just, that's it. Oh, that's why I gave me semi. It's gonna hit that blue coin in there. Oh no, there was another, what I'll hit? Whatever. I don't know. The future is scary and sometimes bleak, but you gotta hope for the best. And I hope Yacht Club does really well coming up here. This oddly enough leads into the topic for the next episode. Huh? What do you know? Money. I like the cup challenge more, but we're gonna go back to the other rule set, kind of like I did with the club slots. I'm gonna go between the two rule sets, and we're just gonna go back and forth, if you know what I mean. Everyone, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. And come back next time, we'll go to the Sands. We'll go to Shy Guys Bazaar, before it was Shy Guys Bazaar, on these traditional rules. I'll see you folks next time. Take care.